I'm Roger Douglas, and within great pleasure to reunite with our 82-83 team at Doane. I actually started here as an assistant for Coach Erickson in '79 after a career of coaching and teaching in Lincoln at Southeast. Came back to a family business, but had a chance to be an assistant here, and so I grabbed that. It was really very pleasing to me to be able to continue to work with the kids. And that particular year, with the fourth year, it was made up of a lot of veterans, and we had a very successful year. I think we played 33 games at that time, and they were, I would have to say that they were blue-collar workers. They really worked hard, but we were led by NAIA All-American Steve Bartek at 6'8". But we had a good cast of a point guard, wings. We broke a lot, fast breaking. We were able to do that. We ran a Bobby Knight open post offense. I shouldn't say open post because we put Steve down on the block. But, Steve was so good in the block, scoring a lot of points, that enabled it to open it up to our perimeter as well. And Alan Slottick at point was excellent in starting the offense. It was really a Bobby Knight passing game, I guess. But the memorable part of that was we had a reasonably easy, fast start to the season, but then early before conference time, we took a tremendous trip to Colorado, California, and Hawaii. It was unbelievable. It was during interterm at the time. And we were gone about 20 days. And we went to Colorado, played the Air Force Academy, Denver University, then flew on out to California, and we were able to play the likes of University of California, Santa Barbara, San Diego University, San Diego State. That was memorable. We played against Michael Cage from San Diego State, who later played in the professional ranks, and we played real well against them. Flew over to Hawaii, first to Hilo, and played the Hilo team a couple times. Toured the Kilauea volcano. Here's a good story. We had a Doane alum who hosted us over there, and he said, whatever you do, watch what you're doing. And the Kilauea volcano had not erupted in years and years and years and years. And we went up to the crater, and Steve Bartek took a piece of lava and threw it in, and I thought Myron, he was our alum, I thought he was gonna have a cow. He said, oh my gosh, you're gonna anger the goddess of fire. What did you do that for? And lo and behold, when we returned from that trip, the Kilauea volcano started erupting about 3 days after we got home, and it's erupted ever since. So we told Steve Bartek that he was the fire guy. He angered the god of fire. But we played 9 games in 10 days because we went from Hilo over to Oahu, and we played BYU, Hawaii. We played Hawaii Pacific. We ended up eventually playing Chaminade. We played Chaminade the last game of our 9-game swing over there in 10 days. And Chaminade had just returned from beating Ralph Sampson in Virginia not too long before that. But they did beat us pretty good. We were pretty tired. It was a tremendous trip. I guess it was Coach Erickson and myself, and I felt like a babysitter, but I'm not sure who babysat who. I think they had to babysit me a little bit more, but it was a tremendous trip for those kids. They still talk about it. We returned from Hawaii, then we were in conference, and we played our annual battles with Hastings and Kearney, especially. We had an epic win at UNO with when we beat Dean the Dream Thompson up there. He was an All-American player. That was a highlight. But it actually all came down to the end of the season when we played Kearney for the right to go to Kansas City. And unfortunately, and Steve Bartek still talks about it to this day, daily. We were down 1, and he's under the basket and gets a pass and gets fouled right at the buzzer. The ball careens around and pops out. We lose by 1. The foul was not called. Kearney goes to Kansas City, we don't, and to this day, I can still remember that in my mind where that was. But the guys were a great group of guys, very, very close, still are today. We have the starting 5 back here today, and Jim Hebner, who was probably the 6th or 7th man, we just had a great time with Coach Harrison and all the guys. They remain close to this day. It's a very big, memorable time in my life to be able to work with that group of kids.